Guys, we get going. Welcome to Tower 26 Chords and Core session. Coach Jim here. Let's do it. Let's remember, this is not just about muscular resiliency, it's about mindfully executing every single stroke. So when we go to the pool, you can execute flawlessly when we add in the dynamic environment of the water. We've seen some amazing gains thus far. And if you're not seeing those gains yet, you just got to dial it in more so as to how you're moving when you go to the water, because we're doing it perfectly here. This week, I want to work on making sure that we're thinking about getting those fingertips down as we enter the water. When I'm on the pool deck, I'm seeing a lot of swimmers. As you enter the water, those fingertips come in and that palm comes up as if you're putting in the stop sign. Get the fingertips down. That allows you to get that elbow up right away. The fingertips always stay below the elbow, and then you can come into that open armpit, high elbow position. So let's think about that today as we're going through today's workout. I'm going to keep reminding you of that. Remember, we have different effort levels, 60%, 70, 80, 90, and fast. So climb the ladder. When I say easy, go easy so we can get faster as we go. Let's grab our stretch cords. Let's go 3 by 30 seconds here, nice and easy. 2-arm pull. Make sure we are not shrugging those traps up. As we pull, you relax the traps down, pull the scapula down your back, and you do it from that position, not from this shrugged up position. So let's go 3 by 30 seconds, starting here in 3, 2, 1, nice and easy. And like I said, focus on pointing those fingertips down at an angle as opposed to getting too high at that starting position. Remember, your starting position is in a Y. You're not too narrow with those arms as they extend out. And get those fingertips as if the wall ahead of you and the floor where they meet, that's where you're pointing to with those fingertips. 3, 2, 1. All right. First core exercise. So we bounce between stretch cords and core. We're gonna get on our side and we're gonna do a side plank. We're just gonna hold that for about 30 to 40 seconds. And you're gonna stay right nice and solid in this down side. I'm on my right elbow right now. So you're gonna hold that side plank for about 45 seconds. It's too hard. You can put that inside knee down and support yourself with the inside knee a little bit. So here we go. 3, 2, 1. If you want to open up that chest, you can get that top arm reaching away from you. But let's make sure that your hip isn't dropping to the ground. Nice and strong on that downside oblique. Squeeze your glutes. Nice and strong through the shoulder. Relax that shoulder, drop it down. If you're reaching that hand up, don't stress your trap. 3, 2, 1. All right. Let's go back to our stretch cords. We'll do the other side next round. So remember, our favorite letter as swimmers is Y, because every time we enter the water, we're entering that wide Y shape. So in addition to entering with those fingertips down, we're entering at a Y angle. 30 seconds. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Nice and easy. Let's get those muscles warmed up. Let's make sure we're not feeling it in our shoulders. If you're in that wide Y entry position, it's going to help you get into those lats. And that's the muscle we want to power us through the stroke. Make sure that fingertips are pointing slightly down at an angle, helping you get into that up elbow position as you pull through. 3, 2, 1. Good. Let's go to the side plank on the other side. Five seconds. 3, 2, 1. Get it up. Open up that top arm. Feel that chest open. Squeeze your scapula together as you do. And make sure you're not shrugging that trap up. Relax your shoulder, bring it down. Don't let that inside oblique drop to the floor. Keep it nice and strong. Squeeze that glute on that same side to help you engage that core. Five seconds. 3, 2, 1. Good. Grab your cords, 30 seconds. Really pay attention as you're getting into that angle down position, how that elbow's up right there. Watching a lot of you guys under the water, and I'm seeing those elbows drop. Here we go, 30 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Your eyes are pointed straight down. And focus on that Y position and those fingers at an angle, like I said, as if you're pointing to where the wall in front of you and the floor meet. Just seeing too many elbows drop when I'm watching from pool deck as you guys get into that pole. You're in that angle down position, elbow comes up, then you notice you open your armpit up, allowing you to scoop all the water. 3, 2, 1. Good. Go back to the original side on the side plank. And this time we're going to go from side to side. So you're going to spend a second on your right side, come to middle plank, spend a second, then come to the left side. I'll go through it once here real quick. Here for 1 second, middle plank for a second, side for a second. So you're going to rotate side, middle, side for about 40 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Go at your own speed, just pause briefly at each position. Make sure you keep that core engaged, just as if you're swimming and you're rotating. The core allows you to keep your body rotating as one unit. Don't let the inside drop down to the floor. Keep it nice and strong. Five seconds. 3, 2, 1. Good. Get a drink, shake it out. Everybody stand straight up. Do a couple standing cat-cows. Close your shoulders. Open your back, and then open up that chest. Squeeze your scapula together. Just get a little movement in that upper body. Do it at your own pace. Curl your hips under. Don't let your hips protrude out. Curl them under. Just do a few of them. So we're going to go down into breaking down our stroke, as we've been doing. What we're going to do this time, we're going to do the same thing as we've been doing the last couple of weeks. You're going to be in the Y position, fingertips angled down, and you're going to set up the stroke, get into your setup phase for 30 seconds. And then you're going to, after 30 seconds, we're going to get into our propulsion phase. So you start at the end of the setup, and all you do is propel the arms through. Notice my open armpit from the starting position. My elbows are up, and I'm driving them through for 30 seconds. Last 30 seconds, you press through the hips and back, and you feel those triceps finishing your stroke. And then we're going to go 45 seconds where we build every 15 seconds, putting it all together. All right. So set up, propel, finish. Put it all together for 45 seconds, building effort every 15. So here we go. 30 seconds setting up your stroke in 3, 2, 1. There's no propulsion here. You're just getting your hands into that position of facing behind you. And feeling those elbows come up, externally rotate as your armpits open. So you're feeling yourself scoop the water. Good, you guys are looking good. 3, 2, 1. Now we start at the end of that and we just propel through. Forget about the setup. And finish your stroke. Feel your hands press all the way back, allowing you to finish your stroke. Hands are flat as they finish. But that armpit has to be nice and open at the start, allowing you to get into those lats. 5 seconds. 2, 1. Now we start at the hips and we just press back. Hand is flat, guys. I see some people pressing up as if you're throwing water out of the pool. That's not what you want. You want your hand flat so you feel those traps and the water you have is being pressed back, like you're the engine of a boat. Pressing that water back. If you're pressing up, that means you're going to be driving yourself down, not forward. 3, 2, 1. Let's put it all together. Set up, power through, finish. 15 seconds, nice and easy. Make sure your fingers are entering at that angle down. 3, 2, 1. A little more intensity. Make sure you're finishing your stroke, guys. Don't short your stroke. Take all that water, press it back with that flat hand. 3, 2, 1. Bring that effort up slightly, around 80%. Good power in the stroke. Taking all that water and pressing it all the way back. 3, 2, 1. Good. And you're back. We're going to do some flutter kicks. So you can start in this position with your hands under your butt, point your toes, flutter kick. If you're feeling strong, you can clap your hands above you. The flutter kick from that position. If you're feeling really strong, you can extend your arms out and flutter kick from that position. You got to keep the lower back pressed into the ground. Toes are always pointed, knees are locked out, just as if you're kicking in the pool. Let's go here 30 to 40 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Point your toes, reach your legs away from you, lock out your knees. Like I said, if you're feeling strong, clasp your hands above you. Keep your lower back pressed into the ground. If you want to challenge yourself, get in that streamlined position, keeping that lower back pressed into the ground. Toes are pointed away from you, knees are locked out. 3, 2, 1. Good. All right, go back to those 3 phases again. And put it all together. "30 seconds in each phase." Remember, guys, we're hinged at the hips as we're bent over in our cord position. Here we go. 30 seconds setting up the stroke. 2, 1. Let's go, guys. No propulsion. Just open up that armpit. Get those elbows pointed to that wall on either side of you. Head is pointed straight down. Eyes are straight down, I should say. You're just getting to that propulsive phase. Now at the end of the setup phase, let's start the propulsion. Drive your hands through. Big open armpit, guys, elbow up. This is what you need to apply when you go into the water. If your elbow's dropping at this part of the stroke, you're not grabbing any water with those big muscles. Scoop that water up. Five seconds. 2, 1. Now finish your stroke just from your hips back, flat hand. Your hand should not be coming up facing the ceiling. To really feel it in those triceps. This is something we want to adapt to now, so we're no stranger to the feeling when we have that water. 3, 2, 1. Now start nice and easy. Full stroke, set up, propel, finish. Make sure you're not shrugging your traps. Your traps are relaxed. Scapula is engaged. 3, 2, 1. A little more intensity. Two, 1. A little more intensity, a little faster, guys. More power. Bigger pull. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Good. All right, so on this next round, we're gonna do bicycle crunches. So you can have your hands on your ears, light touching your ears. Toes are pointed once again. Just gonna go opposite elbow, opposite knee, and rotate from the core. Lower back still pressed into the ground. 45 seconds here. 3, 2, 1. Don't yank on your neck. Make sure every time that toe or that leg extends, you lock your knee out and point your toe. It's not about speed, it's about control. Pay attention to your lower back. Press it into the ground. Make sure you come all the way out with that extending leg. Lock that knee out. 3, 2, 1. Good. One more round, guys. Doing great. But if you need to slow it down, make sure you're doing it right. I don't want to see those elbows drop when we go to the pool. Keep the elbows up, ingrain it into your muscle memory now. Swimming's not about how fast you move your arms, it's about how much water you pull. You're gonna be pulling a lot of water if you get that armpit open and that elbow up. All right, here we go. Set it up for 30 seconds. Here we go. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Just set it up, no propulsion. Make sure you're in that Y position at the start. Fingertips are angled down. Eyes are pointed straight down. Feel that armpit open up. You can pause at the end of this position and we'll look at that big open armpit. That's how you know you're doing it right. 3, 2, 1. Now propel through from the end of that phase. Big open armpit to start. Good. Good, guys. Some good high elbow, open armpits. I'm looking at you guys. Everything's looking good. Very nice. Big open armpit. Keep it up, guys. Amy, a little bigger open armpit. A little bigger. There you go. Very nice. 2, 1. Now just finish your stroke. Finish it off. Feel that tricep work. Should feel the burn, guys. This is something people who've been swimming their entire life are just used to. Adult onset swimmers don't have this feel, don't like this feel, but your body adapts. When it adapts, you won't even notice it anymore. 2, 1, full stroke, set up, power, finish. Big old open armpit, elbows up. Good, really good, guys. Starting with those fingers angled down, help that armpit get up earlier. That's where you want to enter the water. Let's increase our effort here slightly, 80%. Lower aerobic range. And pick it up again, 90% effort. So we're putting some good power in the stroke. Every time that elbow's coming up, opening the armpit. 3, 2, 1, good. All right, so on your back, hands under your butt to start. Toes pointed. We're going to flutter kick, but we're going to do big flutter kicks. You're not going to leave. That lower leg is not going to leave until the other one catches up to it. Knees are pointed out. Or sorry, knees are locked out. Eyes are straight up. 45 seconds. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Big flutter kicks. Lower back is pressed into the ground. Knees are locked out, toes are pointed. Reach that toe away from you as you lift that leg. Make sure you're lifting from the lower abs. 3, 2, 1. Good. Get a drink. All right, so something we've been doing for the last couple of weeks, I've been getting good feedback on, is our catch-up pull. So you watch a good swimmer, they don't pull that lead arm until the other one gets into the frontal area. It's not so much a catch-up as they're swimming. It's more of a, I'm right here, now I pull. I'm right here, now I pull. Watch a lot of our swimmers at the water, and they're like helicopters. Swimming like this, pulling before that other arm gets into the front, you're missing that entire front quadrant of water. So you got to delay a little bit, pull, delay a little bit, pull to get that front quadrant. So what we'll do here is similar timing wise. You're gonna pull with your left arm. When it gets to the front, you pull with your right arm. Left arm, right arm. So we alternate. You don't pull that lead arm until the other one catches up to it. We're gonna do that for 90 seconds. Every 30 seconds, we're gonna increase intensity. We'll start nice and easy. Think about all the aspects of the stroke. Entering at an angle. Y position, entering at an angle. Set up, power through, finish your stroke. And you do the opposite side. So every 30 seconds, we're gonna increase effort. Here we go. In 5, 3, 2, 1. So you can't pull that lead arm until the other one catches up to it. You're in the Y position. It's going to help you get into the lats, and your fingertips are entering at that downward angle. Set up, power through, finish the stroke, every stroke. Let's increase our effort slightly, 80%, 2, 1. Let's go, guys. So it's lower end aerobic, something you can maintain. Not working too hard, but you should be feeling the increase. Open your armpit every time you set up and power through. 2, 1. All right, guys, 90%. Now, this is where you really want to focus on catching up. It's all about the power in the stroke, not how fast you're moving your arms. Open the armpit, elbow up, power that stroke through. Don't pull that lead arm until the other one gets to the front. Eyes are straight down. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Good job, guys. All right, we're gonna be on our stomach for this next core. We're gonna do our Superman pull. So you're gonna be on your stomach, extended, toes are extended out and pointed, arms are extended out. You're gonna lift up, eyes are pointed straight down. You're gonna lift up, pull your arms down with your scapula, back out and down. And that's a rep. Then we're just gonna do that at your own pace for 45 seconds. Eyes down, pull yourself up. Pull your arms in and out and then back. 3, 2, 1. Squeeze your butt as you lift up, point your toes. Lock your knees out. And use that scapula to bring your hands down and up. Feel that posterior chain work all the way through as you lift up from the scapula down through the lower back into the butt. Five seconds. 3, 2, 1. Good. We never want to stress those traps. Whether we're pulling the cords, whether we're swimming, we're doing that Superman movement, it's always in the back, the upper back, not the traps, not the neck. All right, same thing. Catch up. And I want you to visualize yourself in the water with this, guys. This is how you need to be swimming to hit that front quadrant. No helicopters in the water. Here we go. 30 seconds at 60%. 3, 2, 1. Nice and easy. Open your armpit. Point that elbow to the wall on the side as you open your armpit up. Set it up. And don't pull that lead arm until the other one gets to the front. As you're pulling, make sure that lead arm, as it's extended out, isn't moving. It's nice and stable straight out from that shoulder. Point your eyes straight down. 2, 1, 80%. A little more intensity means you're pulling more water every stroke. And in doing so, that's how your cadence increases. Your cadence doesn't increase just by moving your arms faster. More velocity in the water movement. Keep the elbow up, guys. 90% coming up in 2, 1. Pick it up again. Come on. Big power on each pull. Feel those lats work. If you feel it in the shoulder, feel it in the trap. Open that armpit more so, get that elbow pointed to the side. Come on. Finish your stroke. Feel that tricep engage every stroke. 2, 1. Good. Back to our Superman pulls. Same thing we did last round. 45 seconds. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Get really long. Extend those fingertips and toes away from you. Point those eyes straight down, as if you're looking at the bottom of the pool. Use that scapula to move those arms. Make sure you're breathing. Three, 2, 1. Good. One more round. All right, start this one extra easy and make sure you're doing everything correct. Enter at an angle, Y position, enter at an angle. Set up, elbow out, open armpit, power through, finish your stroke. So start extra easy so you make sure you're doing it right. And we climb the ladder every 30 seconds. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Nice and easy, 60%. Get into your lats. Feel those lats pull all the way into the end of your stroke where you finish off the stroke with the tricep. You're in that nice wide Y position at the start. Fingertips are angled down. 3, 2, 1. Let's increase effort, guys. Lower end aerobic range, around 80%. Pulling with some good force, but it's definitely maintainable. Keep those eyes pointed straight down at the bottom, just as if you're looking at that black line from the bottom of the pool. No tilting, tucking, or lifting your head. Three, 2, 1, 90%. Increase that effort, guys. Fingertips are still angled down at the start of every stroke. Don't try and get that arm too high. Too much stress on your shoulder makes those hips sink in the water. Angle your fingertips down. Come on. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Good. One more Superman pull. "45 seconds. Here we go, guys. On your stomach. 5, 3, 2, 1. You're lifting with your butt and moving those arms with your scapula. Reach your toes away from you. Ten seconds. 3, 2, 1. Good. Get a drink. We're going to finish with a couple 60-second pulls, kind of like we did last week. We're going to start 20 seconds fast. 20 seconds, we're going to back it down to more of a tempo effort. We're going to finish 20 seconds fast. So 20 fast, 20 tempo, 20 fast. So we never really take the pressure off the gas pedal. We just slightly reduce it, and then we hit it again for the end. So 90% to start, and we back it down to 75 to 80%, and finish off with 90%. We're going double arm this time, so no more catch up. Double arm, we're just working some good resiliency in those traps while keeping the stroke together. So 20, 20, 20. Let's get going here in 10 seconds. Every stroke's perfect, no matter how fast you're going. Keep it together. Big pulls at the higher output. 2, 1. Let's go, guys. Angle those fingertips down, starting in your Y position. Open your armpit. Set up the stroke. Power through, finish the stroke. 3, 2, 1. Just back it down slightly. You're still putting power into the water and pressing that water back, just not with intensity that you had at the start. slightly backed off. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Finish fast. 20 seconds. Come on. Keep it together. Elbow stays up, guys. Don't drop the elbow. Big focus this week is keeping that elbow up. 5, 3, 2, 1. Good. You guys be extra mindful of that elbow this week when you get to the water. All right, on your back. Once again, hand under your butt. Doing a lot of lower ab strength here today. And you're going to do crossover, straight leg crossovers. Point your toes, lock out your knees, reach your toes away from you. And at your own speed with a good width, every time you come out, engaging those glutes to bring the legs out. You're going to cross them over. 45 seconds here in 3, 2, 1. Lock your knees out, hands under your butt, lower back pressed into the ground. Looking straight up. Good, guys. Reach those toes away from you. 10 seconds. 3, 2, 1. If you're reaching your toes away from you and you can't get past this position, we got some work to do on ankle flexibility. Because if you can't get past this position now and point your toes, this is how you're swimming. And it's as if you're swimming around with an anchor. So you might have to work on that. Pointing of those toes, that ankle flexibility. All right, let's go to our 20 seconds fast, 20 seconds tempo, 20 seconds fast. Big explosive power throughout the stroke. All right, here we go. 5 seconds, 20 seconds fast. In 3, 2, 1. Come on, big power. Open elbow. Open armpit, elbow up. Feel that big scoop of water as you power through. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Stay on the gas pedal, just a little less pressure. Starting in your Y position, fingertips are angled down. Help you get into those lats. 5 seconds. 2, 1. Come on, fast. Power, power, power. You'll feel those lats squeeze every stroke. 10 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Good. All right, on your back, cross over. Hands under your butt, eyes pointed straight up. Lower back press into the ground. 45 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Let's go. At your own speed, it's not about how fast you can do it. Control. Feel those glutes engage as you move the legs out. Point your toes. Eyes are pointed straight up. Five, 3, 2, 1. Stay on your back for a second. Just relax. That's it with our stretch cords routine. But real quick, I want to show you guys something you can do to help with your ankle flexibility. So just extend out, and I want you to trace the letters of the alphabet with your feet. So as if you're making an A, B, C, D. You just trace the letters of the alphabet. It helps you get some flexible mobility in those ankles. They don't have to be perfect. You can do it in cursive, you can do it in lowercase, uppercase. However you want to do it, just to get some movement in there. I know some of our athletes do this 3-4 times a day when they're sitting at their desk. They just trace the letters of the alphabet just to get some movement in those ankles, get some flexibility, get some mobility. That's something you can do to help you point those toes as you swim. All right, so let's get into your downward dog position. Let's get some mobility work to finish. Downward dog, let's press through your hands, reach your tailbone away from you. Press your heels into the ground as much as you can. Drop your head. Press those hands into the ground. Stretch that upper back. Feel those hamstrings stretch as you reach your tail away from you. Hold that, and then you bring into a push-up position. Curl your hips under. Then move, stay there for a second, then move back into your downward dog position. Nice and strong in your hands. Separate your fingers. Back in your push-up position. Downward dog. Feel that upper back stretch. And into your push-up position. All right, good. On your feet. So our standing angels. If you can go to a wall, find a wall. Curl, keep your lower back, your upper back and your knuckles on the wall in the back of your head. And you come up until you feel that stretch. And you come down. Scapula is doing the work. Feeling that upper back. Move those arms till you feel that stretch. Make sure your hips are curled under. And if you're on a wall, the whole back of your arm, your elbow, your upper back, your lower back, your butt is in contact with that wall, back of your head. You just come up till you feel the stretch and then back down. And if you don't have a wall, picture there being a wall behind you. Keep that whole posterior chain pressed up against the wall, and you just come up till you feel the stretch and back down. Make sure you're breathing. Let's do 2 more. Don't let that head protrude forward. Keep your head back. All right. Just a couple standing cat-cows again. Close your shoulders off and open them up. Squeeze your scapula together. Get some movement in that upper back, in that chest. Looking straight ahead. Hips are curled under you once again. All stuff you can do throughout the day to help with your mobility and your flexibility in that chest, upper back area. All right, beautiful. Shake it out. Good one, guys. That's good resiliency. Just make sure you go to the pool and you apply everything we're working on here to the water. Don't get in the water and just forget about how you moved in this session. This week, keep your elbow up, open that armpit. I'm seeing too many elbows drop as you get into that propulsive phase. Elbow up and power through. See you guys next week. Thanks.
Thanks, Jim.